How's it going, everyone? You got Sniper here, your coach for the social videos going into the Global Showdown League GSL Season 3 draft analysis. And I'm basically just going to break down my picks and why I kind of want to pick them. And basically, we've expanded to 12 players this season. Lando I has been allowed again, and I'm pretty sure that's the only rule change we have. I was third out of 12, which was... It was alright. I mean, because it was 12, I didn't have to wait too many picks, which is kind of nice. So I opened and I picked up Kieran Black because this thing is a monster. I think it's 120 base HP, 170 attack, which is insane, 120 special attack, which is insane. I think base 100 defense, base 190 special defense. Oh, sorry, base 90 special defense, not 1. That'd be OP as hell. And then 95 speed. The only downsides to it is it's a rock weakness and it's only got 95 speed. But the fact its lowest stat is base 90 is incredible. It just you can slap band scar specs on it. You can have a life orb, you can run sub leftovers, sub life orb. It can hit a Total Roost. It earth powers, focus plus, flash cannons, iron hits. It does a lot of really cool stuff. And I'm really glad I could pick it this season. So next up, I wanted to kind of get a good core going, something that complemented Kieran right. So I picked up Volcanion, and Volcanion is a beast. It's a scary wall breaker, really unique typing, really nice coverage. It's not very quick, which is unfortunate. However, I think it's base 110 attack, 120 defense, 130 special attack, and it has some. It does lack a physical water move, so if it had Waterfall, that'd be really cool. But it doesn't. But it does get things like Stone Edge, Earthquake, and then Flare Blitz, Flame Charge, things like that. If I want to run it physically, but I'll mainly be running a special set probably, with the Steam Eruption, with the Fire Blast and the Flamethrowers, the Sludge Waves, Sludge Bombs, the Earth Power, the Focus Blast, Hidden Power Ice if I feel I need to. It's just a really nice thing to have. And Kieran Black and Volcanion on the same team, that is flipping scary. I wouldn't want to face those two, and that's one of the reasons I put them with. So yeah, it's too well. Volcanion's not really weak to rocks because of its water type, but it is too. I do want to get a spinner really early. I want to get Donphan, but once again, I got sniped. The pick before me. Second league in a row, I've been sniped on Donphan. So I got Blastoise because I wanted a bulky defensive water. Volcanion's it's a bulky water, but it's not defensive. You don't want to run defensive, you don't run Volcanion defensive. But Blastoise, it can spin, it gets counter and mirror coat, which makes it really unique, because it just has really good bulk. It has really nice coverage offensive wise as well, because it has the toxic and stuff. It doesn't have reliable recovery, which is something I want to look at, because last season I did lack a wall with reliable recovery, so I do want to try and pick one of those, at least one of those up this season. But yeah, it gets quite a few nice offensive moves as well. It can fake out, Aqua Jet for priority. It can Earthquake. It can do a lot of really unique stuff. I mean, obviously it gets the Ice Beam there for coverage. You can type HP Grass on it if you want to for other bulky waters. Just so you don't get completely sent into wall, but then you get completely walled by it. So yeah, it's a really nice thing to have, and maybe, just maybe, I might run the Scarf Water Spout set. No, I won't. I'm not Ed. Even though I didn't run Scarf, but yeah, I was really glad I could pick up Blastoise, so I just wanted a spinner early on, just to complement Kieran Black. So next up, I want to pick up some speed. So I picked up Whimsicott, who's going to be called Bumfluff because I'm a mature person, as you all know. But yeah, I picked up Whimsicott basically because base 160 speed, and I wanted a support mon, with Prankster. It gets Taunt, it gets Encore, it can U-turn for initiative. Memento is really nice. Get a free switching with Kieran or Volcanion, that's just really cool. It completes my 5-watt Grass Core, and it starts to round off my Steel Fairy Jungle. Just need to pick up that Steel type, which is really easy to do, really early in the draft. This is round 4. And it doesn't get the best coverage, doesn't have a whole lot of moves. that really benefit. But it gets like the Stab Moonblast. It gets like Giga Drain. Like the fact it can U-turn is just really nice. If they're using Scarfers, like, so if they're like, if I send it in and they have to like switch out because they've got like a Scarf, Specs, or Band, and then they can't do anything to me, I can U-turn out and I get a free switch in with Kyurem or Volcanion, which is just really nice because this thing is just scary and annoying to go up against. So yeah, I was really glad I could pick it up. Next up, going to round 5, I picked up Atom the Registeel because I love my boy Atom. He's just so good, even though it's genderless, but we don't need to mention that. It gets Stealth Rocks, which is something I really want. I wanted to have Assessor. It can Seismic Toss, one of my favourite things to run. You know how I love running dual status moves in Thunder Wave and Toxic. Again, it doesn't get reliable recovery, but like I have 7 more picks now. No, sorry, 6 more picks. And yeah, just eats up those fairy hits which Kyurem can't. Well, Volcanion can eat them up as well, but I don't really like switching into things too much with Volcanion unless it's like water moves or fire moves, because I know I can 4 times resist and be immune to them. You know, I can switch into things like Intimidate because of Clear Body. It gets like Iron Head, it gets Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Just a really nice, you know, array of moves. So yeah, and it's just like such a good wall. Like it's immediately a mixed wall. The fact that it has base 150 in both its defenses, decent attack. HP is debatable, but with its like incredible physical defense, you don't need it to be too high. And obviously, it's not going to be that quick. I still want to pick up a bit more speed at this point because I don't want Whimsicott being my only thing that breaks base 100. But I do have a lot more picks. I decide now I need to dive into tier 2 because I don't like tier 2s too much. I was looking, I was like, there's not a whole lot left to like. So I picked up Diggersby because Diggersby is insane. I needed some physical offense. And you know, maybe a bit of priority there. Because besides Aqua Jet Blasters, I don't have any priority going on, or any like good priority anyway. But yeah, I get like huge power, quick attack, stab is insane. It can return or frustration if I have to go up against Dittos or just feel like they need to. It can Earthquake, it can knock off, it U-turns, it Swords Dances, I can like sub Swords Dance, return Earthquake. That's a set I really like. It's really good. And it's just scary to go up against. Stab Normal, I needed a ground type because I couldn't pick up Donphan. Especially now I have 2 water types. I needed to get a ground type, and I've got Kyurem who can also resist, and Registeel eat up any electric hit. And Whimsicott resist actually, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, Diggersby was just something I was really glad I could pick up. Next up, I decided to grab my other tier 2 in Mandibuzz, a wall with reliable recovery. There we go. Stab knockoff as well. It defaults, so it takes some of the pressure off Blastoise, because I don't just want Blastoise as a spinner. It can Brave Bird as well. It can, I don't know if it pursues. It foul plays, which is nice for things like Metagross or other things which just want to like try and set up, like, because Metagross is the main offender because Meteor Mash without attack rise is scary. But yeah, I was glad I could pick up Mandibuzz because it gets Roost, and I just wanted something I could switch in and then just heal it back up, which is really nice. Gives me a ground immunity, which I didn't have thus far, especially with Volcanion and Registeel both being weak to ground. So next up, I decided to grab Weezing because I really wanted a Poison type and another ground immunity. Having its only weakness is Psychic makes it pairs really nice with Mandibuzz. I can like switch in with Weezing and then just switch back out into Mandibuzz. And like this thing is, it's really good. Like it's definitely my favorite tier 5. Besides me, like, well, Weezing, Miltank. Those two are pretty much some of the best ones there. But like it gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets fire coverage for those steel types which you want to try and switch in. And then it can just like Sludge Bomb. It can Pain Split, which is really nice. I think it Mementos as well, which is cool. So yeah, I was glad I could pick up something for the Weezing. Next up, I picked Cofagrigus, and I picked this because I wanted a spin blocker. And like it's another Will-O-Wisp, but because I have Volcanion in Will-O-Wisp, but I guarantee I won't be running Will-O-Wisp. And yeah, it's just like really good. It can Pain Split. It does similar things to Weezing, but I guess Nightshade, which is just another version of Seismic Toss. I'd say it's a bit more versatile because it also knocks off. The only thing that I'm a bit debatable on is having Weezing, Mandibuzz, and Cofagrigus on the same team, because they're all meant to be physical walls. Which means I'd probably be forced to run Blastoise and Registeel as special walls. However, I can invest special defense into the 3 of those, so I'm not too worried about it. And like having my defensive mons as Blastoise, Registeel, Weezing, Mandibuzz, and Cofag, that's just really cool to have. Like just looking at that is pretty good. And then the fact I have 3 of the best wall breaks in the game of Volcanion, Diggersby, and Kieran Black is insane, and the Whimsicott is just annoying. So I was really impressed with my draft up to this point, and it doesn't go downhill. What I decided is I wanted an electric type. If you noticed, I haven't picked my Mega yet, and at this point I was even debating picking up Mega Manectric again, because I wasn't impressed with the way I used it last season. I know I can use that thing better. And again, I used it a lot better than I used the Yancy, but you know, I'll probably revisit it again at some point if Mega's still staying after this Sun and Moon update that's gonna happen with GBA metagame, etc. Yeah, I wanted a fast electric type, so I picked up Raichu because based on Pin Speed and Ice, it has actually pretty decent coverage because it can Volt Switch, it gets Fake Out, it gets Knock Off. I guess Iron Tail, obviously, for the fairies if I want to. Volt Tackle's really nice to have. Quick Attack for priority, I mean, it's there. And like it Thunderbolts, obviously. It Grass Nuts. It says it's always said to me that it learns Surf, but it doesn't, and it's so annoying. Because I'm always like, oh, it learns Surf. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. So I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, it's just a nice thing to have. Like, base 1 tends to be decent attack and special attack. And it gets Lightning Rod, I'm pretty sure. So there's an electric community right there. And my last pick, well, I was mainly debating, at this point, I was debating between 2. I was debating between picking up Mega Medicham again, because I feel like it's the only Mega that I've used/using to the best of my ability right now. But I wasn't going to do that. I was going to pick Mega Gallade. Because, okay, TOL Season 1. Michael, he didn't make playoffs, unfortunately, which really sucked. But with Mega Gallade, he went, I believe, 16-4 in a 12-week season. Like, the fact I only got 4 deaths, and 2 of those deaths were both against me with the Destiny Bomb on the Entei, and then Scarf Entei just Rex Face. But like, it's so good, and then it's so versatile. It Destiny Bombs, Will-O-Wisps, it Swords Dances, Bulk Ups, Zen Headbutt, Psycho Cut, Close Combat, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. I don't know if it gets 5 Punch or not. I haven't really looked into that. Knock Off. It's just so good at what it does, and I'm so excited to be using it. He's Samurai Jack, and he's got a cape. Gotta love Pokemon with capes, unless you're Edna, not capes. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one then, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below saying what you think of the team for GSL Season 3. And I do apologise for not uploading too frequently. It's been really hectic for me at the moment, but I promise all uploads will start like flooding out again, because I'm really going to start dedicating myself. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.